Taylor. It is such a pleasure to welcome you back to SCAD for Fashion Show Weekend and to honor you with the first André Leon Talley Award since his passing. And it's beyond momentous to me because he was such a dear friend and you're such a favorite of mine.
Thank you so much for having me.
The vibrancy of your color palette is astounding. Where did your fascination with color begin? I heard that Bert and Ernie and the Power Rangers were among your early style icons.
Yeah, I mean, Sesame Street, Teletubbies, I think just television and comic books and really graphic color always arrested me for some reason. One of my favorite classes actually at SCAD was color theory, and just mixing colors and layering things and the math and science behind visuals. Something really cerebral with something really intuitive, I think is exciting, and I feel like color does that.
Well, we can find Christopher John Rogers ready to wear in Saks and Bergdorf and select boutiques. And you famously did a line for Target as well. You said in the past that you enjoy the strategic side of your business. I think that's so important. Can you share some of the pros and cons of doing ready to wear versus made to measure, and how the move into retail changed your business model?
My goal was really to do ready to wear and provide a lot of different types of people with clothing that allow them to express themselves. And I think a pro is obviously getting to reach more people and then in turn having more made to measure and private clients. And I think maybe some challenges are, which I also find exciting, is making sure that you're catering for all the different types of people that want to wear your clothes from a really specific aesthetic point of view. I mean, for me, obviously I love a celebrity moment, but I also love just seeing a normal person walking down the street, something amazing that they bought themselves that they really, really love. So that's what brings me the most joy.
That's very gratifying. Your list of accomplishments is getting so long that I had to write them all down. You have 3 major awards, plus the collaboration with Target, an appearance on Gossip Girl. You get things done, and people are appreciating it. Like Vice President Harris stepping out on Inauguration Day, wearing a monochromatic CJR dress and coat ensemble. Well, that must have been a real watershed moment. When did you learn she was going to wear your design?
The day of the election and the announcement, I got a text from her stylist saying, this is happening. I really want her to wear you. And as with any sort of celebrity placement or editorial request, you never know if something's gonna run or if someone's actually gonna wear something until you see it. And I just felt really humbled that it was a look that we worked so hard on. So.
Beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. The Sarah Jessica Parker gown was the talk of the 2022 Met Ball. So tell me about your first conversation with her.
My first conversation with Sarah Jessica for that look happened over Zoom. I had the pleasure of meeting her, I think a year prior during a talk that we did. She actually found the reference for the dress, which was by Elizabeth Keckley, a seamstress, and she really wanted to highlight someone from a marginalized background that maybe didn't have the opportunity to shine in the past. And so I thought that was a really beautiful story and a great way to collaborate.
It's really a fairy tale gown. Having a celebrity photographed in one of your designs is important too. What's the process when it comes to cultivating these beneficial relationships with stars like these?
In the beginning and still now, it's very much stylists reaching out or magazine editors reaching out saying, we love this collection, we love this piece, we'd love to feature it. What's been interesting for us is really being declarative and intentional about who we dress, what they represent. We also only have a few of each sample or one of each sample, so we have to be really specific about who we're lending to and what it means.
Do you remember a few years back at a SCAD alumni party in New York when you confided to me your plans to start your own label with several of your SCAD friends? What emboldened you to take that step, and what led up to the moment when you shared that secret with me?
I think I always knew that I wanted to have my own brand. It's something that's always just been a passion of mine and a dream of mine. My experience at SCAD was really formative. Being in an environment that felt warm and kind of like a hug, allowed me the space to more fully express that. And I think, after graduating and after becoming such close friends with the people that I met on my journey at SCAD and becoming collaborators, I think it was just something that kind of happened naturally and something that I knew I wanted to share with you because you've always been such a champion of not only me, but of so many SCAD graduates.
Tell me about your cohort.
So the cohort, myself, David Rivera, Alexandra Tyson, and Christina Ripley.
They are amazing. Diane von Furstenberg presenting you with the André Leon Talley Award. What added meaning will the award hold coming directly from her and named for him?
I mean, I started my professional fashion career at TVF, and the longer I worked there, the closer that I got with her and the more that I got to know her, and to have her presenting the award definitely feels very full circle for me. And although I never really got the pleasure of meeting André in person, I think he was such a beacon of light and hope and fun in fashion, which I think really set the stage for so many of my peers and myself. And so I'm just really humbled, and it's kind of surreal, actually. Yeah, it just means a lot.
Chris, you represent invention, courage, tenacity, and supreme accomplishment. You hold a very special place in my heart as a most treasured alum, and there are decades of continued stardom ahead of you. Thank you for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.